hopefully he's had a few down days and it's looking more promising. So, he'll be with us again tomorrow.
You will be in the squad?
Yeah, well, he'll be with us training tomorrow, obviously, with 2 days previous. So, but he's come through the last couple of days well. Yeah, I think the continuation of the performance level, I mean, it was one of them strange games, although, don't get me wrong, City have just shown again last night up their prowess. I think it's one of them strange, even people talk about the XG of games, and I think we were way in advance of theirs, which suggests we at least had a threat. Now, on the day, they're too strong, they're too bad, they find key moments because they're a top side, and I said that afterwards. But I don't think it reflected on the feel of the form of us. I think Leicester was a good performance. Brighton was obviously a very good performance. But I thought there was a performance there against the top side in Man City. They're so effective. They find ways of scoring, which they did. But a lot of that was good even when we changed the shape. So there was a lot of good energy. There was a lot of good belief in trying to get back in the game. But City were too strong on the day. So, in taking the scoreline away, which of course is kind of a weird thing to do, but the performance level was the basics were there. The glue that holds a team together, the will and the demand to keep going, to keep pushing, to score goals and keep being affected. I was pleased with that against, as I said, an absolutely top side. I think they're proving that again. Yeah, well, it's the way the fixtures are thrown about, by the Premier League. That's the way it goes on Sky, the TV. It's fair to say I think there's a balanced view. Everyone in the Premier League wants the money that comes in from the TV rights. Well, therefore, if they change the schedule, that's the way it goes. You just have to go with it. That's it. Yeah, I mean, look, you never know. Of course, the complexities of the beginning and the end of the season. If you notice, there's often odd results and strange results where one end of the season, the beginning end, people are finding their way back into it after a break, and then the other end is, like you say, there's some anomalies about the mentality. The same rule applies. We can't overthink them. They've got their own reason for doing whatever they do, whatever they choose to do, whether they're relaxed, whether they're not relaxed, and all that kind of business. But we can't guarantee that. All we can do is remind the players they're a good side. They've done well under a change of manager overall over the season. They have conceded goals. They've scored some goals. And they've found their way to get to the points they're on. So we always make the players aware of the opposition. They should know a lot about these opposition now anyway in the Premier League, but we always make them well aware, and yet again we've got to continue the way that we're going about it, because it's been, as I said, I think the form and the feel of the group has been good in the last 3 games, and I think that's important going into the next 2, but the next one being the most important, which is Wolves, of course. Yeah, I don't need to be kept up to date with anything at this stage. Mr. Mishiri went out a while ago and said he was looking for further investment. That's the way it is. I don't need to know anything until I need to know it, and at the moment I don't need to.